Today we're taking a look at Mörk Borg, CY BORG, and the latest pirateborg. And so Mörk Borg, really all of the Borg titles basically use a very similar system for overall gameplay. It's meant to be more story driven than anything else, where the combat is meant to be really more over the top, where you're way overpowered and typically going to be successful in killing whatever it is you're facing. And now with each of these, they are all standalone books that use more or less the same system. However, with pirateborg, the way it's designed is, even as a standalone, you can actually merge these two together and play them basically as one entity, where you're using classes and characters and enemies from one in the settings of the other, vice versa. You can use a campaign from one and everything else from the other, however you want to mix and match. So, like, first off, I love the art. You know, if you are just looking for something that has really cool art, you definitely can't go wrong with these. I mean, the art style across the books very much reminds me of like John Blanche's art style that he does for all the grimdark stuff that Warhammer does, and I absolutely love that aesthetic. It was the whole reason why I requested to review these. But what I was not expecting is, you know, how simple it is overall. I mean, like the layout, the rules themselves, quite easy to pick up and play, very easy to learn. The art is fantastic, and then you have, like, you know, quick tables and things like that here to make things easy. Same thing with the other two books as well. CY BORG, you know, we still have the same table systems, different classes. Now, CY BORG doesn't really mesh as well by playing it at the same time, just because Mörk Borg itself is meant to be more of a dark fantasy. They call it doom fantasy, which basically more or less is grimdark fantasy as far as I can tell. CY BORG is more of like the futuristic version, and then pirateborg, you know, kind of takes place in the same kind of universe, and the rules again mesh where you can play them together. But again, overall, the art systems in all of these are just fantastic, and the simple rules and mechanics definitely makes this for an easy game to pick up across the board. And overall, we just had a lot of fun with it, especially, you know, mixing the pirates and the regular together, and having, you know, basically the pirates on land working against the monsters from Mörk Borg itself, and then just playing CY BORG completely standalone. And, you know, the team at Free League have done a fantastic job on these books. You know, one thing I really love is the fact that, you know, each of these is raised, and, you know, there's a lot of texture to it. So, like, if you're somebody like me that just loves little details like that, you know, you're going to find yourself running your fingers along some of these quite a bit absent-mindedly, and especially, you know, with the fantastic art on top of that, you know, basically staring at it and loving it. And one thing that's great that I've also learned is that there are a lot of fan projects or systems that have been built that work with Mörk Borg. So, like, specifically, there was one I learned about called Punk is Dead that I would love to check out. I'm actually reaching out to them now to see if they would be interested. So hopefully that might happen in the future. But there's a lot of other ones out there as well that are available and compatible with Mörk Borg, basically building on the existing rule sets. So a lot of really cool stuff in here. So much fun to play and interact with, but even more importantly for me is just the art value across all of these books, and being able to add that to the collection, and being able to just flip through them and just stare at the different pieces that are in there. And again, absolutely loved it, and had a great time with these, so definitely worth picking up. Pirateborg is actually the newest one to be released. I believe it came out earlier this month, or it's about to come out. I'm not sure which. I will have to double check that, but either way, absolutely stunning books, absolutely fantastic reads and plays, and we had a great time. So thank you again to Free League for hooking us up with these for the purpose of our review. Thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Good night.
Now I'm set, painting minis with no regret. Set up fast, tear downs clean. It's the slickest station I've ever seen. Whether painting or hammer, Walking Dead or Apex, create trophies, a kit that clears the specs. No clutter, no stress, just pop and play. Take your squad and save the day, hey. I've tried the rest, but this one slays. From dungeon crawlers to sci-fi rays, it's my go-to. My tabletop gem, create trophies, the kit, yes ma'am. So if you're a hobbyist like me, here's the link to paint stress free. Join the fun, let your colors run free. Whether you're painting or hammer, The Walking Dead or Apex, create trophies, the kit that clears the specs. No clutter, no stress, just pop and play. Put your squad and save the day. I've tried the rest, but this one slays. From dungeon crawlers to sci-fi rays, it's my go-to. My tabletop gem, create trophies, the kit, yes ma'am. So if you're a hobbyist like me, here's the link to paint stress free. Join the fun, let your colors run free.